it blows my mind that it really goes much further than just customer service and customer support. You can create a personalized experience for your customers. And there's something that comes to the mix that it's customer experience, right? And this brings me to this Maya Angelou quote that at the end, people don't care about what you said or what you did. They care about how you made them feel, right? And that, I believe that's what customer experience brings to the table, right? So can you tell me about like how Gorgias, with all the personalization and all the automation, can start building that customer experience that will bring revenue at the end of the day?
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about like, you know, there's these pre-sale moments, and then there's the post-sale moments. So the pre-sale moments, as we've said, it's so important to be fast because there's a window of opportunity. Maybe this customer is browsing the site, so and they're considering a purchase. So in order to deliver them like an exceptional customer experience, we need to deliver them the information that are looking for about a particular product. For example, like if you're selling cosmetics or something, or if anything for that matter, I don't know, you could be selling bicycles. If I went to go buy a bicycle, I would have 100 different questions.
Yeah.
If I want to know if I was buying cosmetics or something, I would have 100 different questions. I want to know like what ingredients, where are you sourcing it from, what's the process for producing. And now more than ever, people have a lot of questions because there's so much competition. So in order to differentiate, you have to deliver a rock solid customer experience, and it's about the velocity of the response and the delight that it brings. Or it's not even like, this is actually something that we studied. It was something we studied internally at Gorgias because we wanted to know like what is indeed an exceptional customer experience. And what's interesting, and this is actually a misconception about the customer experience. For so long we thought about surprise and delight, how important surprise and delight is. But what you actually see in the data is that surprise and delight is maybe a part of it, but it's a very small part of the story. What actually delights customers is the speed of resolution and the fullness of that resolution, like the accuracy of that resolution. If your customer has to wait for a response and they get inaccurate information, or they have to be passed around to a different agent and it's an impersonal experience, that is the furthest thing from surprising and delighting. In fact, that's the opposite of a good customer experience. So this is the pre-purchase customer experience. I mean, there's parts of that, of course, that you can apply to post-purchase as well. But let's shift gears now to the post-purchase experience. So now you actually have a customer. They purchase something. 30% of those customers are actually going to ask, where is my order?
Order status.
30%.
Queries. Yeah.
So order status. We actually have a word for it internally. It's called WISMO. I mean, it's an acronym. It's not a word. WISMO. WISMO. Where is my order? 30% of all inbound support inquiries are related to order status. So those 30% of your customers are going to ask. So how are you going to be able to respond? If you're not responding in the same, if you're not delivering them a quick answer, something that's accurate, something that's personalized on all those different channels that I mentioned, of course, there's going to be some channels that are more frequented. Email is a very popular channel, of course, but that doesn't mean that customers aren't going to be asking on social media, or they might pick up the phone. You have to have all these channels covered, otherwise things are going to be falling through the cracks. So 30% of those customers are going to be coming back and asking for a status related or an order status related questions. And now more than ever in 2022, and I'm sure we'll expect to see it in 2023, there's supply chain issues, there's sometimes product quality issues, there's issues left, right, and center. So we have to be able to manage there's returns. People want to return things. We got to be able to manage that effectively, and efficiently. So pre-sale and post-sale, every single part of that customer buyer journey. And Diego, the other thing too is in 2022 and 2023, and even moving forward, we know now how expensive it is to acquire a customer in the first place.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's ever been more expensive. Like I'm actually hearing. I follow a few guys on Twitter and girls on Twitter that are really active within the D2C and just generally in the e-commerce community. And some people are even suggesting that it's like this might be the most challenging time in e-commerce because we had this flood of merchants coming into e-commerce and during the pandemic, and then you had simultaneously all these challenges with iOS.
Yeah.
And now it's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's certainly more expensive now to have a good picture of the customer on social media, and attribution is really difficult. And now we have these supply chain issues, right? We're sort of wrapped on a nice little bow on top of this package of what. It's been really challenging for merchants, and it's going to be even more challenging. So what does that mean for the merchant in 2022 and 2023? It's never been more important to deliver an exceptional customer experience, because now once you've acquired the customer, it's so expensive that you finally acquired them, or even they finally landed on your website and they're browsing. Now it's never been more important that you can actually, deliver them the answers that they need, move them from consideration to purchase, provide the answers that they need so that you can effectively upsell or cross-sell. These are the buying moments pre-purchase and post-purchase, in fact, that are so critical now in 2022 and moving forward.